got that G and my nullos. I'm just saying. We pull up to the scene, they be filled with jealousy. If a bitch get
stop
finicky, she gon' bring the energy. I hit a phone with a
3, 2, 1, action.
Dear light.
And I'm back for another video, and I hope you guys are having a good time. Welcome to my channel. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments below. Guys, life is so unpredictable that sometimes it is what it is.
This ain't no allegedly.
Now you guys have seen my previous video, you're like, wait, how are you looking so? Guys, I'll tell you this, I have this motto: every problem has an expiration, and I've always lived by that. But sometimes it's tough, and this, I'm still trying to grasp what just happened, but it is what it is. I guess I'm alive. I have to keep it moving, okay?
Yes, we've had a little incident. Can you send an ambulance to 4352 Seneca?
So, in today's video, I will show you guys 5 mistakes to avoid when selling covered calls. Now, it's no secret that not every investor can have the perfect portfolio, and sometimes you have to do stuff to offset when you have inflation, unprecedented things occurring, life, wars, all this stuff. Sometimes all that always affects the stock market, and there's nothing you can do about it but to adapt and redirect your portfolio. And I felt, why not talk about the 5 mistakes to avoid when doing covered calls or selling covered calls.
I'm back, I'm better.
Many new investors don't have an idea when it comes to option trading, what to do and how to do it. So from all my debacle, I found out that there are 5 mistakes that you can avoid that can help you have a successful selling covered calls career, okay?
We're gonna get into some technicalities here, because you know they always got to come with the receipt.
So the first would be, and it's just the harsh truth, that you can't time the market, you can't beat the market, you just have to work with the market, okay? So the first mistake a new investor can make when selling covered calls is selling the wrong strike price or expiration. Guys, I have seen this a lot in very few weeks of doing trading, that people can make those mistakes of putting the wrong strike price. I always tell people, please make sure you put the strike price that you are comfortable with, that if that strike price is met, you don't mind giving away your covered calls or shares away at that price, because it sucks when you bought a stock at $4 or $38, and then look at what happened to my portfolio, right? It went down after more than a year. Look at where it is, at $3.30 something per share. So I was like, I'm not doing that covered call stuff, you know. I just have to, sometimes you have to know when to let go than keep holding on. That's why I decided to just let go, okay? Because over a year, it's just going down slowly, and this time they didn't tell me, that they didn't give any warning, they just cut the dividend. So learn from that, okay? So please avoid selling at the wrong strike price or expiration date, because that can be a mess, especially when the stock then acts crazy and you look, oh my god, it's so soon, and then your stock is gone.
You fucking kidding me?
The second mistake you can make as a new investor when it comes to option trading is selling naked calls rather than covered calls. Oh my god, this can be devastating if you sell, let me say, 10 covered calls and you don't have it. A naked call is when you don't have the stock and you bought, you know, you're selling it. Oh, I would rather you have the stocks and do covered call sales than not having it and then doing it, because option trade gives you the opportunity to sell calls and stocks and underlying securities without actually having it in your portfolio. That's why we have uncovered calls or naked calls and covered calls, okay? So please avoid that mistake. Please, I beg you, okay? Please sell covered calls rather than naked calls. Because if you don't have it and the strike price is met, honey, you are fucked. Oh my god, don't want to even, no. So the third mistake you can do is forgetting about dividends. When it comes to this, please, most times people do covered calls, selling covered calls when it's dividend stocks. Please make sure that you have purchased 100 shares.
I got chills, then multiply.
If you purchased 100 shares, you would receive dividend payments if the X date is between the time of purchase and expiration. So if the X date of the dividend is between the time of purchase of your call and the expiration, then you will receive dividends in addition to any premium you might have received selling the call, okay? Because if it's not between, because the stock price may drop, and if the stock price drops by the dividend payment on the ex-dividend date, call premiums will be lower and the put premiums will be higher. So you always have to watch out for that because it can be very tricky. And dividend payments, I would say this, that sometimes having dividend payments is better than value stocks and options sometimes, because you're getting that on a regular basis, and with time it will actually offset all that losses. But the dividend stock I have, ORC, at this point I'm not I don't believe in it any longer, especially it's just going down. And why I gave up at this point is because they did this cut without any warning. They just posted it.
The stress of my life. What are you talking about? I could pop it anytime.
Fourth reason, or the fourth mistake you should avoid in selling covered calls would be not having a plan to manage loss. Sometimes people will just, they want this kind of, oh, I want to make money, and then they just go all in without dollar cost averaging or stuff like that. And then when there is a loss, they don't know what to do, because at this point they're like, oh my, and then they can just, FUD or stuff like that. So you have to know that is a mistake that people can do. When the market moves against you, you have to take a step back, and then what do you do next? Because if you don't know how to manage or have a plan in managing losses, you're fucked. That's why you only invest what you are willing to lose without going, But sometimes they say go all in or go home. Well, you all saw what happened, okay?
I was blind. I was so blind.
Learn from it, okay? So you want to create a plan for a realistic profit target. Now, some people will wait until they have 100% rewards before cashing out. 50 to 75% I'm cashing out that profits for my calls, okay, for my covered calls. I don't wait until 100% because sometimes you can just lose it all, okay? And I've learned that from experience and from stocks I have traded. It has happened a lot of times that I'm like, okay, no longer waiting till the million, just those small gains. Any profit is profit, people, believe me, okay?
Wait a minute, who am I? That's a Raven moment.
So the fifth mistake is expecting immediate return. Some people feel once they sell covered calls they will just want to be a millionaire, right? It takes time. You have to look at it as a long game, not a short term, like, oh, right now I'll just make 30,000. No, you have to look at it, okay, can I make 30,000 in the next 5-6 years? You have to look long term, because when you have that expectation, if something happens sooner, you're not like, oh my god, I can triple this. No, you know when to take profit, because you are not expecting immediate returns. So you're smart about that. So please, this is the fifth mistake that anyone can make. Expecting immediate returns can be a bitch. If the stock market is not a rich, quick Ponzi, okay, or Ponzi, and that's the mistake. That's why I went into dividends, because dividends are stable and you just, you know, monthly. But I'm scared that someday this company may cut their dividends completely, and I don't want to go through that loss of being delisted. That's why I just said it's time to just cut your losses. You've accrued about 50% loss, just take it and just move on, okay? So that is why I decided it's time, you know. Woo, okay, so now what are your take notes I'll give to you guys with this is that, you know, if you've not heard anything I've said, at least what you should take at the end is that you should choose the right strike price and expiration date for your calls, okay, your covered calls. Make sure that your calls are covered and not naked. Sell what you have, not what you don't have, okay? Please, I beg of you guys. Now, choosing stocks that also pays dividends when you're doing secured covered calls is a good thing to do. Like, I left the ORC, but I still have 1,000 shares there. But I had to take out majority of it, just 14,300 shares. I've taken it out. I just want to just lick my wound and just work with that, find way to trade that, and hopefully someday a miracle may occur and I may recover 30-something thousand losses that I accrued, okay, over the next 5 to 10 years, okay? Then have a plan if you incur a loss. Very important. Like, you should always know how to have a backup plan. Like, okay, if this happens, how do I redirect that energy and find a way to make a way out of it? For example, I did a YouTube video to show you guys my losses. That is a plan, okay? That is the plan to, you know, so you guys can learn from it, okay? Then finally, plan for the long term and not expect quick results. Boom. If you can avoid all these mistakes, you will be a successful covered call seller. Okay, I love you all so much and I cannot wait to see you guys soon in the next video, and I hope this video helps someone out there that have been looking into selling covered calls. I love you all so much, and until next time, bye guys. Life, every problem has an expiration. Guys, that is a lot of money. I know how hard I've worked to save up that, so losing all that,
a lot.
if my bank lost that amount of money from my account, I would go crazy. So I'm shocked that welcome to life, people. I'll see you all soon in the next video. Go enjoy yourselves, okay? And if you're having a bad day, like, you know, at your workplace they are screaming, just remember, someone like me just lost over $30-something thousand in investments, and I'm still breathing, I'm still alive, I'm still living raggedy. They say when you have nothing to lose, I guess you become so strong because that's all you have left. Bye guys.
Cause I'm loving myself real good. Did you guys hear that? I'm scared. And